Trevor Peek, undefeated 7-0, making his UFC debut tonight against Eric Gonzalez. 8 wins by knockout for Gonzalez, 6 first-round finishes, a BJJ, brilliant Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Trevor Peek coming off of last season's Dana White Contender Series. They're really starting to give these Contender Series guys really tough debuts. They're giving them a shot. Yes, it's tough, but they're also giving them a shot at, really becoming big out of the gate. Eric Gonzalez, 3 years older at 31, 2 inches taller at 5'11". Gonzalez will have a 5-inch reach advantage at 75 inches. And good to see Mr. Bruce Buffer back in there. We've been seeing, what's his name, other commentator there for a while. He's not been here every week, but here he is now. What's up, Fights and Friends family? Out of the blue corner at -190, favored out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. 7 wins against 0 losses. Making his UFC debut via Dana White's Contender Series, Trevor Peek. And he gets the good luck fist bump from the Bruce. The Bruce. What's up there? And says, all right, let's go. And good to see it there. And out of the red corner, he has a +160 underdog out of Torrance, California, with a record of 14 wins against 7 losses, Eric Gonzalez. As he talked about, 8 knockouts in his career for Eric Gonzalez, 6 of them in the first round. This is a huge debut for Trevor Peek. Even coming in here, a slight favorite on his debut. I think it helps him a lot that this is in the Apex and not in front of a live crowd. So it's more like a practice session, or maybe even more like what he experienced in Contender Series. All right, sorry guys. 10-second difference on the fight clock. I'm at 4:35, not 4:45 now, but we'll have it fixed for the next round. Low leg kick early there from Peek. Good left uppercut from Peek. Peek in the blue gloves. Gonzalez with the red tape. Nice right hand to the body and a left hook upstairs from Peek. Good jab there from Peek. Gonzalez coming back with one of his own. You got to wonder if Gonzalez feels disrespected coming in against a DWCS guys, the underdog. Good straight right to the body, left hook upstairs from Peek. And they exchange leg kicks. Peek landing the bigger shots here, though, early. Oh, what a 1-2 from Peek! And another right hand, big knee to the body. Right hand, left hook, right hook to the body. Huge knee and a short elbow. And Gonzalez immediately taking this to the ground. Beautiful Ochigari there. Straight into side control. Gonzalez is like, he could not stand with Peek. Trevor was, he was beating him to a pulp. But Trevor Peek right back up. Look at this. Gets up with a bulldog headlock there. Gonzalez with the belly to back position. Not able to get the suplex there, but drags Peek to the ground temporarily. Peek is free. They're standing back up. Gonzalez misses 2 shots, and Peek coming back lands a big right hand to the chin. Gonzalez does not want to be standing with Peek. It was, another huge right hand from Peek, and the body kick and the left hook. It was obvious from the beginning that Trevor Peek was the superior striker in this fight. He had Gonzalez hurt several times early. Gonzalez clinching Peek, trying to drag him down, drags him down to the ground again. He's got the back. Peek back up, though. What an exciting fight here. Now Gonzalez looking to get the backpack. He's got his leg straddled around the left leg of Peek. Picks him up and slams him to the ground. He's got to be careful. Almost slammed him on his head there. Good job of being aware where he was at, so he didn't. Peak stands back up, but Gonzalez has got the waist lock, drags Peak to the ground again. This is definitely a tale of two styles here in this fight. Peak dominating on the feet, Gonzalez dragging this to the ground as quickly as possible. Oh, and he picks up Peak one more time. This is going to be an interesting round to score up to this point. Oh, good jab and right hook from Peak. Big body kick from Peak. And there's a 1-2 from Gonzalez. Oh, the big right hand from Gonzalez. Peak lands 2 more big right hands. Gonzalez is hurt. Big left hook and a right hand. Gonzalez immediately with a beautiful Ochigari on the inside and moves to half guard. Gonzalez looking to pass. Peak working on a Kimura here. At first I thought that Kimura was just a positional thing, but look how he took his left leg over the shoulder of Gonzalez, and he could turn this into a straight armbar, and he does! Gonzalez picks him up, they'll Peak back up, Gonzalez and Peak around the waist. Looking to drag Peak to the ground one more time. He cannot stand for 30 seconds with this guy. Trevor Peak just beating Gonzalez to the punch every shot he gets. Oh, big right hand now from Gonzalez. And a right hand to the body from Peak. Now, what we do have to worry about with Trevor Peak is... Oh, big left hook upstairs. Gonzalez is hurt again. A big right hook and a left hand. Oh, and he floors him again with a 1-2. Huge right hands and hammer shots. Trevor Peak is an absolute savage. Gonzalez looking to his corner now. I think trying to figure out how much time is left in this round. He is exhausted. He is rocked. Oh, a big right hand again from Peak. Gonzalez gets a right hand in, but a left hook upstairs. Right hand to the body. Standing hammer shots. Oh my goodness. What a overhead right and standing hammer shot from Peak. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's it. It's all over! Trevor Peak! What a UFC debut! Are you kidding me? Wow! And Eric Gonzalez tries to stand back up, immediately falls back down. Thank God the referee stopped the fight before this round was over. Wow! Wow! We have a new exciting fighter in the lightweight division, and his name is Trevor Peak. Look at the striking prowess. Man, I've never seen that standing hammer fist. He floored him with a standing hammer fist. Who does that? Right on the chin. What an amazing debut from Trevor Peak. Eric Gonzalez, I mean, he was really never in this fight. Yeah, he took Peak down a few times. He tried to threaten with submissions. Peak even, Peak is the one that almost had the armbar once they got down to the ground, though. Wow. Trevor Peak taking care of business. Welcome to the UFC. And sorry to Eric Gonzalez.
You got knocked the fuck out!
What's up, Boxing MMA in the house? Robert Kerrigan, Theron Nelson. Jerry Garcia band in LA. It was fun last night. We're going to a concert tonight, me and the wife. We'll talk about it here in a minute. I'm glad you had a good time. Theron, 4:59, the official time winner by knockout. And yeah, you can be on the prelims from DWCS. You get a knockout like that, you're getting interviewed. All 8 wins by knockout.
This place is just too cool. I got food 6 weeks house into me. Just things have been so cool, man. I can't be more grateful for this opportunity, man. Thank you, Dana White.
I mean, it's incredible to see how happy you are. And you said that mixed martial arts...
Wow, and that's what we need in this sport, is young men like this, appreciative, hungry. You can tell this man is hungry. He's thankful that they've been sending food to his house. He is hungry for success.
But God, man, God give me a hope. He give me a purpose, man. I was thinking a couple nights ago, you know, I was like, I'm so glad I don't have to wonder what my purpose is anymore. I don't have to wonder what my identity is anymore. And I tell you, man, if you're wondering about what your purpose is and what your identity is, man, you gotta know, you gotta come to know Jesus Christ. He's the only thing that ever give me purpose. And I tell you guys, I don't care if I win 3 belts in 3 different weight classes. Listen, the greatest thing I've ever done in my life was this.
Well, purpose
Wow.
is that hard work and discipline.
Beautiful moment here for Trevor Peek. I mean, it's hard to imagine a better UFC debut.
When do you want to get back in here?
Man, I believe, you know, I believe every fiber in my being, you know, I've got the best coaches, the best team in the world, and, you know, as long as, you know, Lord willing, I stay healthy, I really do believe.
Wow, and let's I'm going to rewind it. Let's get a replay of this. We're going to get this up on the Twitter for anybody that's not been able to see it, and just all the fans out there, you want to watch the replay again, we're going to get this up there. And Benjamin Ford with the donation to the Cash App. Thank you, Benjamin Ford. Much love, my friend. Benjamin Ford maybe doesn't get enough credit, but I think every time he's in stream, Benjamin Ford's hitting up the Cash App, guys. So thank you. We appreciate you. I mean, if you don't have a lot of money, and I know a lot of people don't right now, I mean, we have 7,500 subscribers now. If every single one of those people donate $2 a month, I mean, this is there's the budget to be the most successful MMA channel on YouTube. That's $15,000 a month. So, I mean, if 4,000 people were to donate $2 a month, not a week, but, on the month, I'm quitting my job, and we're doing every sport and everything that we can every single weekend, more than weekends, all week long. I know a lot of people, have a lot of negative things to say about MMA holes, and I've been there myself a lot of times, but guys, those guys are streaming all the time. They spend a lot of time on that. They have employees. They take care of they take care of their crowd. They take care of their community. I would love to build something like that here one day. And it just shows, what a creator like that can do with a full-time income. Not just full-time, the income, but the time part of it. Let's get this replay here, though. Trevor Peek over Eric Gonzalez, and we'll get it up on the Twitter, Seattle Mike at Fights W Friends. We'll give it just a second here. I just rewound it, and this knockout will be coming up here in a minute, and then we'll get it for everyone. Trevor Peek making his UFC debut. Big right hand and a left hook. Standing hammer fist. That was the blow that really put him out right on the chin. Oh my goodness. What a shot. What a shot.
You got knocked the fuck out!
Big moment there for Trevor Peek. Couldn't be happier for that guy. So it's not much. Got like 60,000 in debt. No, I appreciate you, brother. Damn, I hope you can figure out how to pay that 60,000 in debt off too, man. That's a lot of debt. 6 minutes left in fight. Amasov is destroying Storley. That's kind of what I expected. Robert, to be honest. What up, Phil D? And Mike, of course, says, hope everyone's good. What's up, Clavid? Clavid IDK in the house. Boxing MMA 365. Eddie Alvarez. Cheers, my friend. All three judges agree with me. 50-45 Amosov. So congratulations also Urasov Amosov winning a championship today in Bellator. That guy is an absolute savage because, I mean, a victory over Logan Storley, that's a huge feather in your cap. Yo, Clavid. Yo, yo, yo. All right, I'm going to post this to our Twitter real quickly here. And the main card getting underway. 5 fights. Main event, of course, Ryann Spann versus Nikita Krylov. I think Spann pulls off the upset today. I'm going to call Spann by knockout. But absolutely amazing. Trevor Peek knocking out Eric Gonzalez in his UFC debut. Made it look pretty easy. He does need to work on the ground game, though. I mean, Gonzalez was able to take him down several times. The good thing for Peek is, like I said, he was able to get back up to his feet, and the only true submission attempt where anybody was in trouble is when Peek turned that Kimura into an armbar. And that's an advanced move. When you have that Kimura there, a lot of people anymore use that Kimura from the back as an escape mechanism. And that's what I thought he was doing at first. When he took that left arm over, or left leg, over the shoulder of Trevor Peek and spun around for that straight armbar, I know that move. He was very close. Very close. And if you ever want to take... Oh, I just accidentally sent the tweet without a video. Oh, shit. That was dumb. Sorry, guys. I've done that a few times. One time I actually put the wrong video on it, too. So let's put the video in there first so I don't forget it this time. If you ever want to take like a memory lane of what we've done in this community, some of the fights though, just go onto Twitter, type in #FightsWithFriends. It's going to be just reactions to finishes on from fight companions that we've done here. That's all that's on there. Tatiana Suarez returning today. And for those, hopefully everybody got their Verdict MMA fantasy picks in. Thank you, Frank Knapp, for the message on Twitter reminding me. I think I would have forgot. I don't think I would have got it in time without his message. So thank you for that if you're in here, Frank. And I believe I did pick Trevor Peek. I believe I picked him by decision, though. I don't remember for sure. All right, guys, there is the video for anybody that hasn't seen it or just wants to see it again. Phil D. Roll with the super chat. That's how much I appreciate your guys' donations. No matter what I'm talking about, even if it's the main event of a pay-per-view, when you guys donate, I always stop everything we're doing to show appreciation, because that's how much I appreciate you guys supporting the community. Phil D, cheers, my friend. How many times will Gon get eye poked in Jones fight? Oh, that's a good one, Archie. I think the over-under should probably be 3. Thank you, Robert Kerrigan, for the love over there on Twitter, immediately with the like. Hey, what's up? Greg Brimstone in the house. Hey, Greg Brimstone, one of our premium members, also a big contributor on Twitter, on Facebook. So Greg in the house, been drinking and smoking weed non-stop since the Bellator prelims started at 11 a.m. I kind of figured, man. Greg's just kind of bummed. My sister-in-law's boyfriend got choked out by Joe Selecki in his UFC debut tonight. We're really pulling for him to win. Oh, I didn't realize that was your sister-in-law's boyfriend. That's pretty cool, man. I mean, I'm sorry you lost. I didn't see the fight. I took a nap during prelims because I had a real early morning. Another go, it started another employee. I started somebody else. The other guy didn't last very long. Guess I'm a mean boss. But no, that wasn't the situation. That was another situation that he was unable to work in that store. But that was fine. I kid. Theron Nelson, if you're still in there though, talking about going to the Jerry Garcia concert cover band last night. Me and the wife. I talked to the wife. She's not a big fan of grunge, of alternative music, but she loves me. And now she just found out a bunch of her friends are going after we bought the tickets. Local bar here, Tony V's Saloon. They have comedy like every week, and they have live bands throughout pretty much every week. It's Altered 90s night. So they have Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots. At least I know those 3 cover bands tonight. Just a 4-hour Altered 90s show. So I'm looking forward to that, and really happy the wife's going with me. So that'll be fun. Yeah, Carl Deaton. He was fighting off that choke for almost the entire round, but got caught with less than a minute. I'll have to watch it later. But he did take that fight on short notice to fill in for another fighter. So hopefully they give him another shot. A lot of times they do. A lot of times they like to reward those guys that come in on last minute notice like that. I did see the odds. I seen Selecki was like almost a 6-1 favorite. I didn't know anything about Carl before that. Feels the same here, Rob. What's everybody drinking tonight? What's everybody drinking, smoking, eating? Know what you're watching. Just ate some hamburgers. Time for some more beers. Nice, Phil. I'm gonna save my alcohol for tonight. I'm going to support our local business, our local Tony V's saloon that's putting on this great concert, because our tickets are only $10 a piece. So got to give them some money back and some food. I seen, looks like they have some great chickens. I was looking at their menu. It looks like they have some good-looking chicken strips and tots. So, I might be 44 years old, but I love me some good chicken strips and tots. That, I'm sure I will partake in a few alcoholic beverages tonight. I don't know that I grew up in the 90s. I don't know that there's a drink of the 90s, though. Now that I think about it. Some of you maybe that were more into the party scene in the 90s. I graduated in 97. But I was not a drinker. I was not a drinker at all in the 90s. I maybe had 2 beers in the 90s. I was, maybe 99. By 99, I was drinking some. But before 98, I'd probably had 2-3 beers in my life. I didn't drink when I was in sports and things. Pizza and soda pop. Breakfast of champions. King James. She had a party pack. Totino's pizza. That was the food of choice for our freight crew back in the day, Robert. Nothing else was open. We would work on the grocery freight crew, though. And we called it a pizza burrito. Guys would microwave one of those Totino's pizzas and fold it up into like a burrito and cover it in Frank's Red Hot sauce. Those are the days. Phil D says, Labatt Blues here, smoking some Nameless. Good stuff, really skunky. Just had an ounce dropped off last night. Nice. Started drinking I was 14 in 99. Graduated in 97, was a big time beer drinker by then. Doing cake stands and ripping on bongs in the 90s. And I also grew up in a hick town. It was, we're in Walla Walla. I've talked about, we're 2-3 blocks from the penitentiary. Those kids were savages, though. The ones that I lived by, the other side of town, though, and the rest of town, it was mostly a hick town, so it was a lot of beer. I don't know really I don't know if there was a drink of the grunge movement. Probably PBR, Street Gang. Honestly, it probably was PBR. Come to think of it, I still am, says Greg. Nice. I puked once during cake stands when I was 15. Those are the days. I have never done a cake stand. I don't know that I ever will do a cake stand. Next stream, I'm going to do the beer shotgun, though. Next MMA stream, next week. What is next week? Is next week Jones? Yes, next week is Jones and Gone. And I will do my first shotgun, my first beer, because Billy Hughes bought me one of those beer koozies that has a little button in there, and you push it, and it makes you shotgun the beer. Puts a hole in it, and you get a perfect shotgun. Robert told me about it, and then Billy bought one and sent it to me. Natty Ices and smoking on some biscotti. 80% indica strain. Nice. Was hungover until about noon. Killed it with some weed and coffee, followed by beer. Good stuff. We're big on Lucky Lager when I was younger. They had riddles under the cup. Oh, really? That's a good idea for a beer, because like the drunker you get, too, probably the harder it is to come up with the riddles. Now, I'm going to speak your language here for a minute, Greg, because I'm sure you've done this. I'm sure a lot of you have probably done this. But that was a big thing when we were on Freight Crew. We used to play the fighting games, especially Tekken, other games like this. It might even be a racing game like Gran Turismo 7. But we would have these competitions, and a loser would have to would have to take a shot or a beer. Sometimes it was your choice. Sometimes, it was predetermined before. But, you didn't want to lose a whole lot at the beginning, because the more you lose, the worse you got at the game. So if you're really bad, you're getting really drunk, and then you're really bad. All right, next fight coming up. Yeah, those truly were the days. Unfortunately, from those friends that I had there, Then in Eastern Washington, a couple of them are dead. A couple of them I've lost touch with. A couple of them, unfortunately, stopped drinking. That's somewhat of a tragedy. No. Several of them are in prison. That was quite the freight crew. One's in a mental institution, and I'm not making this up. I could go through. I could find the articles for you guys. It's well, he's not in an actual mental institution now. He was for about a year. Now he lives in like an adult facility, but he's my age, and it's mental issues. Anyways, Mike Proper Mallet taking on Johan Lenesi up next. Lenesi. It's hung over until so did Mickey's, as well as those Riddles were impossible drunk. Oh, I like those little Mickeys, the wide bottles. I don't think I could drink that now. That's like such skunk beer. I just don't like the taste of them anymore. When you had the big mouth, and it was a full size bottle, but it was real short, so you basically shotgun those bottles. All right, Johan Lenesi, coming out of Quebec, Canada. One of just 16 Canadian fighters in the UFC right now. I mean, I say only 16, but when you think about in between 700 and 800 fighters in the UFC right now, and only 16 of them are from our neighbor up north, that's not a lot. One of them, of course, my friend and friend of the channel, Kyle Nelson, who I thought won his last fight. I thought he got screwed. But, in fact, I'm going to shotgun a beer now. I haven't shotgun a beer in almost 20 years. Never good at the chugging. I'll put them down all day, though. Everclear and Kool-Aid was kind of a 90s drink. Oh, I am not doing that. We did Everclear and grape soda in the 90s. Oh, I do have some Everclear, but I don't think I'm going to do it in public. We'll bring some Everclear on stream one of these nights. And I've been thinking about this. We got a new soundboard. I got a new soundboard thanks to Billy that bought it. So you guys can call in, and it's much clearer than me putting my phone up to the mic. We'll have call-ins, and I think we'll just have like a full a free flow conversation. I don't know what we'll call it yet. We'll do that more often because I think a lot of the community would just like to just bullshit and tell stories for 2-3 hours. What's up, Pulse Reloaded in the house? I've gotten quite a few requests from that, not just on here, but in from direct messages. All right, Mike Mallet. He is a Canadian fighter, not Canadian born, though. He's born in Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, we can call in now. Yes. I called it the purple panty dropper. Well, that is a panty dropper, but she's going to puke all over you, Robert. She's been drinking grape soda and Everclear. Yes, we've had call-ins on several nights. I haven't had them in the last few streams, but I think PBR, thank you, PBR's called in just about every time we've done it. I know Robert's called in. I think Greg Brimstone, Billy Hughes, of course. Mike Mallet, 5-fight unbeaten streak, 4 wins and 1 no contest. He has a 100% finish rate, 4 knockouts, 4 submissions. Awarded a contract season 5 of week 6 on Dana White's Contender Series. All right, I hope everybody remembered to get their picks in on Verdict MMA. If you're in there, quickly do those, because I think you can just bet more points per fight and still be competitive if you haven't put your picks in yet, if you missed the first fight. This is the first fight of the main card. Mike Mallet, 1 year older at 31. Both men 6'1". Johan Lenesi is going to have a 3-inch reach advantage, though, at 76 inches. Oh, yes, you called in too, Phil. Was drunk as hell, of course. Yeah, we'll definitely have the call in again here soon. I know Isaiah's called in before. We had a stream when we had a UFC Undisputed, the video game stream, my PS4. Me and Isaiah played back and forth for quite a while. He kept beating the shit out of me. All right, in the blue corner, at plus 185 underdog out of St. Bruno, Canada. 9 wins against just 1 defeat. Johan Lenesi. I love watching the fights, but I'll tell you, a lot of my favorite moments are just talking with you guys in the chat now, in between the fights. All right, and a minus 215 favorite out of Burlington, Canada. 8 wins against 1 loss, 1 draw. Mike Mallet. So, a couple of Canadians in here. Remember, I was outside bringing wood in the house about this time of year, maybe last year. Sounds about right. I called in on mushrooms once. I remember that. I was talking about an army of ninja monkeys wearing dark green ninja suits. I definitely remember that, Robert. I will never forget. All right, here we go. Round 1, Mike Mallet and Johan Lenesi. Ninja Monkey, yeah, I definitely remember, man. All right. Nice right hand there from Lenesi. Oh, Mike Mallet going up top with the head kick there. Mostly blocked, 4:20 left in the first. Oh, big body kick from Mike Mallet. That left leg, that back leg catches him with a big body kick there. 4 minutes left in the first. I don't think any of you are in my area, but if you are, if you're near of it, Washington, hey, show up at the Altered 90s concert tonight after the UFC, and we can have a drink together. Another big left body kicks here from Mike Mallet. And the outside leg kick. Mallet's got he's got some massive legs actually for welterweight too. Good right hook to the body from Lenesi. And a right hand upstairs from Lenesi. I believe Lenesi has the better hands. As far as technical, Mallet might have more power, and Mallet has the better kicks, I believe. Oh, nice stomp to the knee there from Mike Mallet. Speaking of that stomp to the knee, next week, John Jones versus Cyril Gane. It's on. The return of Jonathan Dwight Jones. Little bit of chess match here. Good. Another big body kick from Mallet. Lenesi's got it. He's got to start doing something about that. He's got to start blocking him, avoiding him. Now the right side kick to the body from Mallet, and it sets up the left hand upstairs. Oh, nice counter right hook from Mallet. Catches Lenesi on the way in, and now Mallet with the throw on the inside. Beautiful Ochigari straight to half guard. And I know there's a huge judo scene in Canada. That was a great judo throw. Because most of the tournaments that we ended up going to, especially the ones with the biggest brackets, were in Canada. We would travel there because they have a way bigger judo scene than the United States does. Oh, Mike Mallet, look at this. Moving to half mount. Looking for the head and arm choke here. He's not underneath now. Lenesi, he doesn't have much leverage here, but he is trying to put in a guillotine here. I think this is more defensive than anything. And it worked. It made Mallet give up position. So that was deeper than what it looked like. Mallet now on top in the open guard of Lenesi. Trying to pass. Lenesi sits up there for a moment. Rocking back and forth, trying to escape. Oh, and look at that slick Mallet. Look at him. Passes the half mount. Is very close to passing to full mount. But he just kind of slid that in there. That was very Masasi-esque. Oh, and there's the head and arm choke. Mike Mallet, and I think he's got it. He's underneath. Lenesi's in a lot of trouble here. Look at him putting the shoulder into the neck, and there's the tap. Oh, he was out for a second. He's seen black. And Mark Smith's going to tell him to sit for a second. He tapped, and he still went out. He did not tap soon enough. He went out for a second, and if you haven't heard me talk about this before, I'm going to mention it again. If you wonder sometimes why guys don't go out, why they tap to a choke, you might say, hey, I wouldn't tap to a choke. Just go out. Fight this until you go out. If you go unconscious, it's an automatic medical suspension. I want to say it's 90 days. I'm not sure about the severity of it, but I know it's an automatic medical suspension. What's up, Vince? You guys all have Jones? I know I do. Been a while. Thought I would take a little break after that trip. Yeah, man. Give your brain a chance to limber up a bit. You guys all have Jones. Oh, I haven't decided yet. I think Gon might be able to knock Jones out. But I don't know. Still thinking on it. I believe this is a very motivated Jones. I was looking at his Twitter today, and he tweeted out, Francis Ngannou said that he will never lose the UFC champion. He'll go down as heavyweight champion. He goes, smart move on Francis Ngannou leaving the UFC before I could whoop his ass. That tells me that Jon Jones is motivated. He's not making these senseless posts anymore saying, garbage stuff that has nothing to do with MMA. He seems motivated to go out there and get that belt. And I know getting that heavyweight strap means a lot to him. So I really think we're going to see the best Jon Jones we've seen in a while. A Weed and Shroom guy just told me on top of the mushroom chocolate bars, has gummies infused with mushrooms. I'm trying it soon. Oh, dude, I need a shroom guy, Robert. That's what I need. I mean, we got weed shops here everywhere, but you have a shroom guy? That's what I need, because I'm worried to just go out there and try to get them myself, because I don't want to get something bad. You should go hard in the paint on mushrooms every 6 months. Good to clear out the cobwebs. Oh man, I picked submission Mallet, but 3rd round on verdict. Oh man, and tears here from Mallet. Another emotional victory here. We've seen Trevor peak with the emotional knockout in his UFC debut earlier.
This week, I knew how analytical you were, but right now you're very emotional. Talk me through this.
I got a ton of respect for Johan. We're friends. We've trained together before. I hope
9 first-round finishes now for Mike Mallet.
We had to have 2 Canadians duke it out, but I hope that showed high-level Canadian MMA and what Canada can be all about. And I hope we inspire the young kids in Canada to come pursue their dreams.
Well, high level, exactly.
Yes, absolutely, Mike. We need more guys like you from Canada. Get over here and infiltrate the UFC.
Was that a submission, and was that a strategy that you planned for in training camp?
I think the UFC is better with Canadian stars here, and we have not had a big Canadian star, of course, since one of the biggest stars of all time, Georges St. Pierre. My boy gets them from a guy that grows them in a lab environment. Sweet.
He's a big, strong guy that hits hard. He's
You don't have to put it in chat, guys, but if anybody knows a good guy, for mushrooms for cooking, I like mushrooms in my omelets. Give me a message, because just the grocery stores here, they don't have great mushrooms. Give me a ring. Message me on Twitter or Facebook.
Number 2, UFC, please, can we come back to Canada? We need it. We need UFC in Canada. I
always said we need UFC in Canada. I don't think Dana's going to go there this year, though. The restrictions in Canada are still, in 2023, the restrictions in Canada are still very draconian. Our good friend of the channel, I don't know if you're out here, Wyatt Matheson, are you in the chat? He still cannot come into the United States this day. To this day, it is February 2023. He is not allowed to come into the United States. And a lot of people are not able. That border is still, they're not letting a lot of people through. And I don't understand it. To me, it's got to only be a control thing, and I should probably drop that subject because I know it's not, YouTube's not a big fan of it, but it just really, really frustrates me. See, change your avatar, I see. Cool. Thank you, Arcade Chaos. Just for a little while. I'll probably leave it up for another week, just as we're getting into the XFL season, and I'll switch it back. Actually, I'll probably switch it this week because Jones and Gone, that's a big fight. But we're doing more XFL right now. Oh, tomorrow, everybody, do not forget tomorrow. It's going to be a morning show. Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, boxing from Saudi Arabia. I'm very interested in that fight. Oh, and I still have not made my bet. I got to put my money down. I'm actually going to put my money down on Jake Paul because I think he's going to destroy Tommy Fury. I think he's going to retire him from the sport of boxing. What I would like, Arcade Chaos, and I ought to see if somebody smarter, more artistic than me could design it for me. I would like a red, white, and blue logo version of the Fights with Friends logo. So if there's anybody that's artistic, if you can come up with a decent logo, send it to me, and I'll make it the new thumbnail for the page. And definitely give you credit in the chat here. Can't really afford to pay a whole lot, but we can advertise your art here, maybe get you some sales if you know somebody, but I would love a red, white, and blue version of the Fights with Friends logo. Frustrating Seattle Mike. What's up, Patrick? You're a good man. Well, thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that. Appreciate you being here, sir. All right, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. I think everybody's in here subscribed because I've noticed all the regulars, but if you are watching and you're not able to chat, it's because we're in subscriber-only mode. You just have to be subscribed. I believe it's for 1 minute. And then you can get in the chat, and you'll be and double tap that notifications. That way you're notified every time we drop a new video or go live. Like I said, like tomorrow for Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Next week for UFC 285, Cyril Gahn versus John Jones. Pulse Reloaded says, I'm an artist. Hey, man, that would be awesome. Are you following me on Twitter or on Facebook or anything? If you can find some way to reach out to me. Let me resend the link of that last knockout here on Twitter. That'll give you the link. If you're interested in making a red, white, and blue Fights Your Friends logo, I would love that. And we should do a red. Yeah, we should do not just the Fights of Friends t-shirts. We should do a red, white, and blue Fights of Friends t-shirts. I like that. The man for the job, sir. Sweet pulse. All right, I'm looking forward to it. As soon as we get that, I will switch up to the logo to the new red, white, and blue Fights of Friends. Of course, Valentina Shevchenko defending her belt next week. That's the co-main event for UFC 285 against Alexa Grasso. I believe waiting in the wings, eventually getting a shot, though, will be Erin Blanchfield. I think that's the next big serious threat to Valentina Shevchenko. If not saying Alexa Grasso can't get it done, she's a great fighter as well. I've got to favor Shevchenko in the fight, but Alexa Grasso, she's a mean lady. She's a really good fighter. So I'm interested to see how she does in that. Mike's thinking about doing shirts again, so new art would be cool. Well, I just got a thing from YouTube, Robert. It's funny that we're talking about it because I got it this morning. I got a new thing to where we can advertise. We'll be able to advertise the merch directly here on YouTube. There'll just be like a button. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get that reset back up. There is your UFC 285 main card. Starting with Bo Nickel versus Jamie Pickett. I'll just break this down here real quickly. Bo Nickel, Jamie Pickett at middleweight. I think that's a great next fight step up for Bo Nickel. Little surprised he's on the main card, but not completely. They're starting to build some of these main cards around some of the younger up-and-comers, and Bo Nickel is definitely a special kind of talent. Then friend of the channel, Jalen Turner, and a good personal friend of mine, taking on Matisse Gamrot at lightweight. Go Jalen. That magical 3 spot. Jeff Neal has his hands full with Shavkat Rakhmonov. Rakhmonov coming in a big favorite against the heavy-handed Jeff Neal. And then, of course, I said that co-main event, the Women's UFC Flyweight Championship on the line as number 8 ranked Alexa Grasso challenges possibly the best pound-for-pound woman on the planet. She's my number 1 pound-for-pound, Valentino the Bullet Shevchenko. And then he returns. After a several-year hiatus, John Bones Jones challenges Cyril Gane for the vacant UFC Heavyweight Championship. That's a huge one. All right, guys. Who was it? I think it was King James. I don't know if King James is in here yet, but I think it was King James last week was asking when we were going to see Tatiana Suarez again. It was somebody, and I said I knew it was coming up, but I didn't remember it was actually this week. So, she's back. She's back, and I think she's ready to challenge. Ready to challenge for some kind of belt. What's up, King James? Tommy Fury loses. He will be disowned by his family. Dude, he's going to be sent into retirement. I'm telling you right now. I mean, obviously, I can't give you betting advice for sure. I'm not going to do that. But my feelings is Jake Paul will retire Tommy Fury tomorrow. Tommy Fury's, his clock, it's counting down, guys. Tommy Fury's boxing career, my prediction is his boxing career has got about 16 more hours to it. Because in 16 hours, Jake Paul is going to send Tommy Fury to the underrealm. I know he's being trained by his brother. I'm telling you guys, I've been telling you this the whole time. If I'm wrong, I won't say I'll eat crow because crow sounds pretty disgusting. But if I'm wrong, I'll do something stupid. I don't know. But I don't think I'm wrong. I really believe that Tommy Fury is not a real professional boxer. He's never fought a real professional boxer. And I think he's going to be completely exposed by Jake Paul. Our Jake is already in discussion with Nate Diaz, which means he's overlooking tomorrow night, in my opinion. He is or he isn't. It depends. Some fighters, it actually helps them to look on to the next fight. Some guys, it hurts them to look past. Some guys have said that it actually helps them. I believe this was something that Chael Sonnen mentioned, that it helped him to be looking forward to the next fight in the future. And this could motivate Jake because he knows there's a lot of pressure that if he loses to Tommy Fury, he loses that big payday. So, to be honest, I think it just puts that much more pressure on him, but in a good way. I think it's going to make him fight better. Now, how those guys both deal with the jet lag, I don't know. I don't know how long each fighter has spent in Saudi Arabia. I'm going to tell you this. I don't know this for sure, but from everything I've seen, I don't believe that Tommy Fury is taking this fight near as seriously as Jake Paul is. Do a cake stand if you're wrong. I don't have a cake, man, and I don't think I have room in here to do a cake stand. But, wait, what? Breaking news!
Wish him a very speedy recovery, but all of that said, that means we have a new main event.
Oh no, this is horrible. Breaking news, our main event of the night has been canceled. Nikita Krylov and Ryann Spann is off. We're going to listen to I'm going to turn this to Megan O'Leary.
UFC Apex, as we told you a few minutes ago, our scheduled main event between Nikita Krylov and Ryann Spann is off. Krylov came to the UFC Apex to try to get ready to compete. However, he is ill and was rendered unable to fight. I spoke with our UFC medical team just a couple of minutes ago, who confirmed it is a foodborne illness. In fact, he's still in the building trying to get as many fluids as he can. So we wish him a very speedy recovery. But all of that said, that means we have a new main event, this one between the middleweights. So let's take a closer look at the two men involved, Brendan Allen and Andre Muniz.
Oh no, this is horrible. This is why Dana White, I'm speaking to you personally, to the UFC. You have got to fix this situation. This is not the first time this has happened to a main event. I don't care about all your other fights. I don't even care about your co-main event. If you're going to tell us all to schedule our lives around this event, you're going to put it on ESPN, you're going to put all this pressure on everyone, you have to have a backup fighter for your fucking main event. If both guys fall out, you know what? I'll tip my hat to you. Good day, sir. But you have to have at least one fucking backup. This is the main event. This is absolute amateur hour. I cannot believe that we do not have somebody to step in for Nikita Krylov. This is unacceptable. This is absolutely unacceptable by the UFC. We've all scheduled our life around this. I'd be here streaming with you guys anyways because I love hanging out with you. But it's just so unprofessional. Just wondering what was going on. I was looking at my picks for the night and I didn't see Spann versus Krylov. Well, so everybody go to your verdict, MMA. If you're on our MMA thing, take your points. Make sure and take your points and add them to the fighters' that are continuing to come up, because whatever fighters that you put, whatever points you bet on Spann versus Krylov, we may have to move them to another fight now. And that's what I'm going to look at right now. I'll be able to tell you guys, yes, we have more points to bet now. All right, I just put a few more points on Tatiana Suarez. And on Muniz and Allen, which I have Muniz by submission in the main event. If I could throw me a couple grand, Dana, I'll go get knocked out by Ryann Spann. Oh my goodness. What's up there, Nelson? I wish you were in the area, Theron. I would buy you a ticket tonight just for entertainment purposes. Go to our Altered 90s concert with us tonight. Hard to believe a light heavyweight ain't willing to step in, right? Oh yes, Greg, Bigfoot is living in Oregon. Yeah, throw Bigfoot in there. What are you talking about? Bigfoot's live in Oregon. Bigfoot's here in Seattle, man. I have a Sasquatch in my house. That's my dog's name is Sasquatch. Yeah, you do need to come visit. Either come visit here, Theron, or I need to make it down there the next time I make a trip to California. But, oh, they're putting all these food advertisements up again, making me hungry. That's okay. Like I said, going to Tony V's after this stream for the big Altered 90s concert, and gonna get me some good chicken strips and tots. Not that far away, being in Oregon, eh? Theron's in Long Beach, though. You're by Long Beach, California, I believe, right? Right, Theron? All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break for this next fight, and I'm sure ESPN's going to have a little bit longer of a break. Let's take a quick restroom break and refill my water here. So I'd appreciate it if you not take your stream off, because I'd like the watch minutes. But let's everybody take 5. Oh, wow. I can't believe they started the fight already. I thought there would be more of a break than that. Here I am missing it. All right, I'm going to kill that time clock. That is not correct. 3:30 in this round. 3:29, 28, 27, 26, 25. Left here in the first. Thank you, PBR Street Gang, for the donations. You sent me some Apple Cash. Appreciate that, my brother. All right, Suarez working on De La Rosa on the ground. Tatiana Suarez, of course, one of the best wrestlers that the women's flyweight division has ever seen. Working on the ground and pound halfway here through the first round. Huntington Beach, yep, just buried cat under a lemon tree. Yeah, sorry about your cat, man. I seen that. It's always hard to lose animals. I'm glad you were able to go to that Jerry Garcia concert last night, though. Hopefully that, kind of helped you heal a little bit mentally. Go through one of those shroom trips, and sounds like you had a good time. Suarez on the back of De La Rosa. She's got the backpack. Well, she doesn't have the hooks. She may get it otherwise. She just drags De La Rosa back down to the ground. Looks like, she goes for the atomic wedgie. That really looked like an atomic wedgie there attempt. All right, and De La Rosa back up to her feet. Lands a nice elbow as Tatiana Suarez shoving her head right in between the breasts there of Montana De La Rosa. Looks like she's going in for a little taste there. I mean, her head's almost all the way in the outfit. That is, I don't always comment on things like that, but that's almost graphic there. Good left hook there from Suarez. She looks like she's about to take a bite of that outfit. Almost a clash of heads there. Speaking of bites, for those who weren't watching, I tuned in a little bit before my nap to the first fight of UFC Fight Pass, and we had an actual bite. Mark Smith had to take a point away from a debuting fighter, ended up winning anyways. But yeah, he bit his opponent's hand. He said that his opponent had shoved his hand into his mouth, but nonetheless, I don't remember anything like that happening in the UFC before. Good knee to the body there from Suarez up against the fence. Suarez working on this takedown once again. And there it is again. They're doing it to me on the thumbnail. When you look at the thumbnail, Fights Your Friends, it says 3 watching. Then you click and you go in and you see 13. They really need to fix that. I don't know what their problem is with that. All right, Suarez landing shots to the thighs now of De La Rosa. And that's going to be the end of the first. Big round for Tatiana Suarez, 10-9. Tatiana. As we head into round 2. So, co-main event actually up next. Augusto Sakai and Dontel Mays now gets moved to the co-main. And Tatiana Suarez looking good in her return to the octagon, though. Good to see her back. Of course, she was a heavy favorite. I want to say she's like a 6 to 7 to 1 favorite here against Montana De La Rosa. Big enough favorite that I almost went and put some money on her. Sorry, 10 seconds off on the fight clock this time. Still was, I screwed it up again. All right, Tatiana working to get De La Rosa to the ground again. She's got the tie clinch here. We'll see if we see some knees. She's getting ready with the knees. Oh, nice uppercuts to the body there from De La Rosa. Good knee to the body from Suarez, but De La Rosa lands the uppercut upstairs. Tatiana gets the takedown right into the head and arm. She's cranking on that. We'll see if she can go for the choke here. She's doing more, more of a head and arm wrestling pin here. Nice short elbow from Suarez. It's something, a critique I've always had of Tatiana Suarez, though, is, she doesn't have enough ways to finish a fight. Her wrestling is great, but she doesn't put on enough deep submissions, and, her striking, she just doesn't, in my opinion, have enough ways to finish a fight. That's why I bet a lot of my Verdict MMA points this week on Suarez by decision. It was actually my biggest take, 350 XP. She's going for a Kimura here, though. No, and it's off. 310 left here in the second. Suarez moved up a division. I think so. She was. That's what I was just wondering. I was thinking, wasn't she strawweight before? So, yeah, I was right. She was 115. Good shots to the ear there, Suarez. Right hooks to the ear of De La Rosa. De La Rosa back up to standing. Gets herself back up to standing. Now pushing Suarez up against the fence. Good knee to the body there from Suarez. Oh, now she sinks in a guillotine. She just dropped. This looks pretty deep. It's always hard to see exactly how deep the guillotines are because, oh man, we got a good view there. That's deep. De La Rosa's turning red. And De La Rosa just moved her arm to show that she's okay. But I'm not sure she's so okay. Oh, she's really turned red. She's really choking right now. She's trying to punch Suarez. I think Suarez is going to finish this. There it is. So Cristignoni stopped it. Was she out for a second or did she tap? I did not see the tap from De La Rosa.
Took a big chance going for that guillotine. Position, but it paid off.
I pick Suarez by decision too, man, because it seems like she never finishes fights. Let's see it there. I could tell she was really turning red, though, and she just had a beautiful angle of the way she dropped all of her weight on this. There's the tap. No.
Suarez had that so deep she committed all the way and just didn't even let go for an inch. And she gets the finish.
Yeah, there was the tap on the back there. I had missed it because I think the camera was on the other side. Yeah, Krylov got food poisoning or something. What's up, PR? Thanks for popping in, brother. Yeah, we're gonna have a fight. Our fight card's gonna be one short this week because Nikita Krylov just came down with a foodborne illness. He is out of the main event, and if you missed it, I was blasting Dana White in the UFC, saying, you gotta have somebody ready for the main event. I know it's like, oh, this is just an Apex fight night. No, it's not just an Apex fight night. ESPN's put a lot of money into this and billions of dollars literally on this contract. Everybody moves their weekend around this. you have a main event and you don't have a backup fighter, you gotta put some money down on a backup fighter. I don't care if you're paying, take one of these guys that's a 10-10 guy. Take somebody who's a 10-10, pay them their show money just to show up. You got $10,000 to put down. Even if it's a 20-20 guy, that's nothing. That's nothing for them to at least have a backup so we don't end up losing a main event. Just pay a guy, pay him $10,000 or $20,000 just to make weight, show up, and be there in case something like this happens. I think it would pay dividends. In my opinion, this is embarrassing for the UFC. I don't see this as Nikita Krylov's fault that we don't have a main event. I see this as the UFC's fault that we don't have a main event. Because as long as the UFC's been around now, this is a 30th year anniversary. Wouldn't it be a professional sport? You're talking about amateur hour when you have the main event of your event, the main fight, canceled because you didn't have a backup. Absolutely unacceptable. Sucks too because I put most boost points on the main event. Should always have a backup for main if they were at a big city. They would have had a backup. Not Apex. If even at T-Mobile would have had a backup. No live crowd. Data figures doesn't matter. Well, he should care about the million people or however many it is watching, on ESPN Plus. It's never not been a main event. Well, they have a new main event now. The main event's definitely been canceled because I thought there was one in the last year that was canceled. Derek Lewis. It was Derek Lewis he was supposed to fight. And he was out. Remember? This was just 3-4 months ago. And I don't think there was a replacement for him. I'm trying to remember who he was supposed to be fighting. Might have been Alexander Volkov. I don't remember for sure. But, it happened not that long ago. Scott Coker would have put something together? Probably, maybe. I think he would have. You gotta have a backup. You gotta. I don't understand it. So let's see who, just out of speculation, let's go to the light heavyweight division. I'm going to go to the top 15 and see, who could we have put in here? I wish I could find a list of all the light heavyweights, through top 50 or something. But we're just going to get the top. So we're going to get us the top 15 here. So I guess there might not have been anybody available in the top 15. I don't know, but we're gonna look at that and see. Who would have been available? Azamat Musakanov, as far as I know, he didn't have a fight. Dustin Jacoby, I believe he would have been available to just make weight. Anderson moved to Maine when it was canceled. Yeah, I think there's been a few of them. Khalil Roundtree Jr., we haven't seen him for a while, as far as I know. Not scheduled for a fight. Jimmy Crute, I believe he just fought. Dominic Reyes, he got knocked out in his last fight not so long ago, so that's not going to work. Paul Craig just fought. Probably going to be too early for him to jump in there. So everybody ranked under. Of the people ranked under Ryann Spann, I think, God, I would have loved to see Ryann Spann versus Khalil Roundtree. I bet you could have paid him to just make weight. Dustin Jacoby even. Maybe not my favorite matchup, but that would have worked. Azamat, I bet, would have made weight. Like I said, I think Dominic Reyes coming off of coming off of a knockout loss, probably wouldn't have been a good idea. Actually, wasn't it Ryann Spann that just knocked him out? I believe it was. So, yeah, that would be a bad plan. But Ozdemir could have walked in there. Anthony Smith, by the way, he has a fight, though. I don't know if you guys seen it. It looks like Anthony Smith versus Johnny Walker. That's official while we're looking at the light heavyweight contest right now. Now, a guy like Rakic, I think he's ready to get back in there, but nobody in these top 5, they're not going to want to throw him in a last-minute position. But Azamat, Dustin Jacoby, Khalil Roundtree, I think any 3 of those guys would have been happy to be paid and make weight on the chance that they might get called. To fight. All right, so that is our co-main. Now we got heavyweights Augusto Sakai and Dontel Mays. This should be a fun one, though. So main is a 3-round fight now. Yep. Andre Muniz and Brendan Allen was the co-main, now is the main. So our 3 spot up next, Augusto Sakai and Dontel Mays. Both of these guys, heavyweight knockout artists. This is not a bad co-main event. Sakai and Mays, not a bad co-main event. Yeah, main is a 3-rounder now. I am sure they're not going to ask Muniz and Brendan Allen to fight 5 rounds now, because they would have to offer them more money. It'd be really last minute, and if the UFC really wanted to make that 5 rounds, they would have to, they would basically have to break the bank to pay them, and I just don't think they're willing to do it. What's up, Wyatt? Wyatt Matheson in the house. Says Augustus Gloop gonna try to break his 4-fight KO loss skid. I think he does and gets the win here. I did pick Augusto on my my verdict fantasy MMA pick, since I actually remembered to pick him this time, Wyatt. And I seen you put some money down. I seen on Twitter, did I see you put some money down on Jake Paul? Billy put some money down on Jake Paul. I'm putting some money down on Jake Paul. I would recommend that anybody put some money down on Jake Paul, because I think Tommy Fury is one of the biggest jokes in the history of heavyweight boxing. If his last name were not Fury. Forgot about that. Fire Robert says, I picked the other guy, Dontel Mays. Yes, it's up there on the screen, brother. But, what you been up to, Wyatt? Good to see you in the house. John Jones versus Cyril Gane next week. Hard to believe it's been almost 14 years since John Jones made his UFC debut. Had a lot of hiatuses, a lot of highlights outside of the cage. Definitely not flattering highlights to go with his spectacular highlights inside the cage. Jake isn't great, but I think his heart, his toughness will carry him through. Oh, I agree, man. I just think he's just horrible. I didn't get a pick first fight. Forgot about verdict till after round 1 started. Oh, Robert, go and change your picks right now. Take your XP. Since the main event was canceled, you'll be able to take all your remaining XP and bet it on these last 2 fights. I adjusted. As soon as they said that the main event was canceled, I adjusted and put a bunch of it on Tatiana Suarez, a few more on Augusto Sakai, and some more on Muniz in the main event. Nothing noteworthy. Glad to be here. Oh, hey, glad to have you. So, Mike, which time you going live for the Jake fight? What's up, Phil? Cheers, man. What? Let me see what time it's supposed to be. I gotta go on DraftKings. I have no idea about any of the undercard, if there's any decent fights. Usually they have some decent fights on the undercard of these, of the Paul fights. It says 1 p.m. Pacific is when Jake Paul and Tommy Fury are scheduled to walk to the ring. Wow. Jake Paul, I believe he was a minus 155 earlier. Money coming in on Fury. He's just a plus 115 underdog now. Jake Paul moving to minus 145. I believe that's a $10 swing. So when I put that bet down, I'll be happy. I'm going to go with 11 a.m. So that would be 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. your time, Robert. So 2 hours before the scheduled main event, we'll come in. We'll cover some of the undercard. What's up, Frank? Hey, thanks for letting me, reminding me about my fantasy picks, man. I most likely would have missed them if it wasn't for you. Did you guys know you can go into the league and use any points you had on Spann, main event, and others? Good idea. I didn't think of that. Bodo Jack is co-main event. Oh, beautiful. Must have same thought, Mike. Yes. Yeah, I went in there and did that. He's very high level. Don't know anyone else. What odds did you get, Mike? It's minus 145 right now. I actually have not been to the casino yet. I'm going to have to make an early morning trip tomorrow morning. So I'm not going tonight. Me and the wife going to a concert tonight called Altered 90s. A bunch of 90s cover bands. Pretty good bands from around here in Seattle. But there's a Pearl Jam cover band, Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots. I think some other ones too. 4-hour concert tonight. So what did you get? I seen you post your bet, but I don't remember what odds you got. I'm really happy to get minus 145, though. Oh, wow. Dedicated. Okay. I bet the farm on Jake Paul, says Frank. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking. I'm trying to decide how big I should go, because if something were to happen, $80. Oh, you got minus 125. Beautiful. That's great odds. I'd been thinking about betting like 500 or 1,000, but it's also big money that I don't know I can afford to. I'm not going to bet something I can't afford to lose, so I'm going to have to really think about that. I might end up betting significantly less than that. I'll probably go minus 155. Oh, trying to do some rough math in my head. I don't have to do the rough math. I can just punch it into DraftKings here. It won't let me actually put in the bet, but I can see, what I would get. So, $300 bet is a payout of $506.89. So I might throw 300 on there. Never forget when I bet 600 on Jake. Biggest bet ever against none other than Ben Ass Cube. I thought it was Ass Cream. Wish I knew that before Tatiana fight. I would have for sure boosted that one. Fury looks scared. I think Jake to KO him inside of 4 rounds. I think he KOs him too. My brothers at Universal Studios Orlando watching the band Three Doors Down. I like them. Yeah, I know quite a few of their songs. Still can't believe I got minus 115 on that madness right now. Well, I think minus 125, it's not quite the Ben Askren fight, but I think getting minus 125 on Jake against Tommy Fury's pretty good bet too. I think the three of us are going to be pretty happy tomorrow, Wyatt, when me, you, and Billy, I think we're going to cash on that fight. I'm not going to say I'm going to do anything crazy like dye my hair pink like I did for the Sean O'Malley fight, but we should think of something before the stream. I'll do something wild. I don't know. All right, Augusto Sakai and Dontel Mays. Both men 31 years old. Mays 6'6", second tallest active heavyweight, 3 inches taller than Sakai. Both men right at around the 265 limit. Mays will have a 4-inch reach advantage at 81 inches, and the odds on this one just about even. All right, 14 watching. Don't forget to hit the like and share button. Out of the blue corner, a plus 115 underdog out of Louisville, Kentucky, with 9 wins against 4 losses and 1 no contest, weighing in at 261.5 pounds, Dontel Mays. 526.5 pounds between these two behemoths. Out of the red corner, a minus 135 favorite at Curitiba, Brazil. 15 wins against 5 losses with 1 no contest, Augusto Sakai. And Augusto's 4-1 as a favorite. He is just a slight favorite in this one. The referee is Kerry Hatley. Tommy Fury all day. Don't do it, Mike. Well, I'm not betting 1,000 or anything wild. We'll see. I'm not going to talk too much smack because I've been surprised before when I've been real confident about something. It happens. But I'm pretty confident on... I thought it was Ben Askren after that Masvidal knee, right? Good body kick there from Mays to start thing out, and a front kick, and then the side kick to the knee for Mays. And look at the left knee of Sakai. I don't know if that's just normal bruising or if he's had some kind of injury to that front knee, but I wonder if Mays knows something. He's attacking that front leg early. Good front leg kick there from Mays. Sakai answers the leg kick of his own. Sakai coming in the clinch. Sakai's got some nasty elbows in the clinch. 4:20 left in the first. In fact, my brother's wife just sent me a Snapchat picture from concert. Her ears must have been burning. Good stuff. Are you a 43-year-old man with Snapchat, Robert Kerrigan? Just, not judging, just asking. Oh, big knee to the body there from Mays. And they break back to the center of the cage. Yeah, I wasn't real sure about this fight. It could definitely go either way. Good right hook there from Mays. And the front kick to the body from Dontel. Good straight left there from Mays. Good front leg kick there. And Sakai, great takedown defense there. So maybe that's just the coloring that's on his knee. Maybe there's not an injury there. They exchanged knees to the body. Because that sprawl looked pretty good on that takedown defense. Little right hook to the body there from Mays, and Sakai lands a short elbow to the dome of Mays. Yes, only for the pictures. Well, girls sent me. I'm just messing with you, man. This guy doing well so far. Oh, big knees from Sakai. 3 in a row to the head of Mays. Yes, he is. Oh, and you see Mays blocking that dome now. There's another one. He's blocking some of these. God, that's going to hurt his hand, though. Sakai's got some hard knees. He's actually got some pretty bony legs for a 265-pound dude. Both of these guys probably dropped from above that, I would imagine. Big knee to the body from Sakai. He's kind of using that guillotine position to land knees, and it's very effective. Oh, Sakai's kneeing the hell out of Mays right now. Yeah, Dontel Mays is doing nothing tomorrow. He's going to wake up with a blistering headache. Another knee. Oh, 2 more to the top of the dome of Mays. Oh, and right to the face. He can't take many more of these. And Dontel Mays finally breaks free of that position, but not before he ate about 8 knees to the dome. I would be surprised if that doesn't affect him for the rest of the fight. He's got a big knot on his forehead too, and on the top of his head. You can see some discoloring on the top of his head from eating those knees. This defense is super sus by Mays. Yes, it is. Holy hell, having teenage girls. Oh, Augustus Sakai knocks Mays down with a big leg kick there. And Sakai's got some brutal leg kicks too. Now he's got the back of Mays. And as Wyatt mentioned, Sakai in a 4-fight losing streak. He knows his back's up against the wall. I got to imagine he'd be in danger of getting cut with another loss. Good right hook to the temple there from Sakai. I hear you, Phil. I know the drama of the teenage girls all too well. And Mays up with 25 seconds left here in the first. Oh, he looks concussed. Mays does not look good. Mays ate a lot of knees to the dome, and I don't think he's doing very well right now. He might just be resting out this round. Oh, a big elbow up top from Sakai. And there's another big knee from Sakai. Knee to the body from Mays. And they exchange right hooks before the bell. Big, big round for Augusto Sakai. Wow, so far, co-main event living up to the hype. Augusto Sakai at least is putting on a show. So what drove my brother to drink? Wait till you have to pay for their weddings. You'll really be drinking. Are you supposed to pay for the... Oh, man, you are supposed to pay for the wedding if you're the father of the bride, aren't you? Son of a bitch. That just hit me. Feeling pretty good about my $70 on Sakai. Oh, I didn't know you put money on him. Nice, Wyatt. Well, now I really hope he wins. Another advertisement for the overpriced Subway. God, I mean, I'm sure everybody on your guys' social media feed is complaining about inflation, so I won't add too much to it. But I will say, I did used to like Subway. You go in there now, and I was like, well, what's your sub of the day? You know, because I figure, it's 2023, so 6-inch sub is probably like a $5 special or something. No, they didn't have a special anymore. It's like $7.50 for a 6-inch. Oh, big left hook and a right hand. Great combination there from Sakai. Up top, also landing a good right hook to the body. Minus 114. I think Mays is trash, though. Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, just now hit me, man. And live odds for this fight. Augusto Sakai now minus 900. Plus 650 for Mays. Good knee to the body from Sakai. 4:20 left in the second. It's almost worth hedging your bet, Wyatt, to put a plus 650 on a few bucks on Mays at plus 650. Oh, big left hook from Sakai. Another right. Oh, big 1-2 from Sakai and a right hook to the body. Maybe not. Sakai seems like he is in full control of this fight. Subway is wild. Damn, what the hell ever happened to $5 footlongs? Yeah, I think it's like the $25 footlong now. Should have picked Sakai like I was going to, but was hoping for the big points with Mays. No, I think it's literally like $15 for a damn footlong now, though. You know, the 10-inch footlong. True, Mike, I think he's got this. I'm going to ride it out. Yeah, I think he does, too. I still think Mays is concussed from those knees in the first round, too, though. I wouldn't have been surprised if he didn't answer the bell for the second. Oh, and there's some big knees from Sakai, and you could see Mays. You could see his dejected look as he ate those knees to the body. Mays lands a knee of his own, but then Sakai lands another one here. And Sakai just kind of manhandling Mays now. Even though Mays is the one pushing Sakai into the fence here, you see Sakai is the fresher, stronger fighter, and he's giving him this position. A nice knee to the body from Sakai. Sakai's completely content to have his back to the fence here. Oh, big knee to the body from Sakai. And Mays with double underhooks now. Significant clinch strikes, if I can speak here. 22-3 favoring Sakai. As I mentioned earlier, he's got a great clinch, and he's been able to fight a lot of this fight in that clinch, including those big knees in the first round. Oh, big right hook and a left hand for Sakai, and another big knee to the body. Good knee to the body there from Mays, but left hand upstairs from Sakai. Mays is just drained, though. He's got very little on any of these shots. And now Sakai is going to make him carry all those 265 pounds as he leans into him. Pick Mays' second round knockout? That ain't happening, says Robert. I don't think so. Mays looks like he's concussed, right? I don't know if the knees really did anything. Good point there, Wyatt. Dontel Mays, he's been the subject of a few boring fights here in the heavyweight division. There's just a few guys that's like, why do you keep bringing these guys back? They're so boring. Good left hook there from Sakai. Upstairs, one to the body and then another to the dome. Just call him Dontel Concussed Mays from now on. This may be his last fight in the UFC, though. At least for a while. A couple good knees to the legs there from Sakai and right hook upstairs. You know, I'm probably not going to get a chance to watch the after-fight press conference. I don't even know if Dana's going to show up because it's just a fight night. But they really need to address having a backup fighter for these main events, though. I know I've said it a few times, but I'll say it again. Take one of these guys that, take a guy that's a 10-10 or 20-20 and pay that guy his show money to make weight and have him be ready to step in. I mean, it's probably worth it for those guys, to go through a decent training camp, knowing that they're most likely going to get paid to not even fight. And then if they don't fight that night, so this is what I do. If they don't fight that night, give them their show money just for making weight, and now be like, hey, well, we just paid you to go through a camp, so let's have you fight a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks from now. Throw them on one of these other cards, and then it's a great incentive. See, you have a guy that's 20-20. You give him $20,000 just for showing up, and on top of that, for the favor, give him somewhat of a favorable matchup in the next fight. Like he's even odds. I'm not saying, give him a tomato can, but give him a fight where, you know, he's the favorite. One of those fights where they're probably supposed to win. And then you take a guy that might have been favored to only make 20,000 because he come in an underdog. And now he has the potential to make 60 grand in a matter of weeks. I think it makes a lot of sense. Good left hand there from Sakai to start the third. And the right hook up top. Oh, big knee to the body from Sakai. And Sakai, in my opinion, I mean, he's a guy for a while that could have stand to lose, you know, probably 10, 15 pounds to be a little quicker, too. He's always right around that 265 limit, and I suspect he's probably dropping 20 pounds to make the limit. So, I mean, if he could walk around like 255, 250, I think he'd have a lot more energy in these later rounds. Mace has the speed of an underwater sloth. You're not joking, man. Who was the super ripped guy? I think he's a light heavyweight last week. He was either middleweight or light heavyweight that just didn't show up. He just stood there and like stared at his opponent for 15 minutes. And I said he should be cut. Dontel Mays is reminding me of that guy tonight. Although he's not super ripped. A good front kick to the body from Mays after I say that. And there's a nice right hook from Sakai. Good combination from Mays showing a William Knight. Thank you, Wyatt. What a legend. Oh, God, that was one of the worst performances in the history of the Octagon. Dude looks like a superhero. I don't know what I compare him to as a fighter. Oh, my God, that was just so horrible. Oh, big knees to the body there from Sakai, and they break free to the center of the cage. Good combination there from Mays. A right hand from Sakai. If I'm Sakai, I'm trying to get right back in that clinch, though, where I think he has a huge advantage. Good left hand lands for Mays and a front kick to the body. Nice right hook there for Mays. Get in there and grab him, Sakai. Oh, big right hook from Sakai. Oh, he's got that guillotine position again. Here comes the knees. Pray for Mays' noggin. 2:35 left in the third. Plenty of time here. Oh, and that's illegal. Mays grabbing onto the shorts of Sakai. The over-under was 2.5. Over plus 130. Oh, here comes the knees. Two more knees there from Sakai. If you pick the over at plus 130, you just cashed. Two more big knees from Sakai. To the head, and now one to the body. Another one to the body. 69 clinch strikes from Sakai. And there's some hard strikes. Sakai drags him to the ground. He's going to look for the finish here. I think if he lays it on, I don't think he's going to get a whole lot of protest here from Mays. I think Mays wants out of here. Oh, big left hooks to the ear here from Sakai. Literally stands still for 3 rounds and gets kicked to death. Yeah, what a horrible fight, man. He should have gave the UFC his money back. Their money back after that fight. Should have been like, I'm sorry, man. Not only am I out, here's a refund. Couple of big knees to the body on the ground here from Sakai. Not that they need the money. Donate it to East Palestine, Ohio or something. Because William Knight, I mean, that performance, he looked like he'd been drinking the water in East Palestine. Breathing the air. Good elbow in the clinch from Mays. One of the few shots he's... Oh, spinning elbow lands for Mays. Sakai landed a knee to the body, but Mays coming back with a spinning elbow. Oh, both guys landed big shots here. Good knee to the body from Mays. I think he's actually feeling some urgency here. And Sakai gets him back in the clinch, though, and this is where Sakai's done his best work. Oh, he's really clinching on this guillotine. This might actually be a legitimate attempt here. It's really hard to tell from the camera angle here how deep that is. But Sakai looks like he's really wrenching down on it. He's down on one knee. Mays is technically sitting on the ground now, so Sakai can't land any more knees, but it looks like this is where this fight's going to end. Another big shot to the body for Sakai. This should be an easy one to score. Oh, big right hand hammers from Sakai. And yeah, that should be an easy 30-27 for Sakai. I can't believe Dontel Mays lasted the entire 15 minutes. What's up, Adam? Watching baseball, playing pool, listening to Mike on the mic. Nice. Do you have a pool table, Adam? Or are you at a sports bar? I really need to get a pool table and throw it in our downstairs basement. All right, guys. 18 up in the chat. Make sure and hit that like and share button. Main event up next. A new main event. As we mentioned, the co-main event has become the main event. Brazilian submission specialist Andre Muniz, number 11th ranked middleweight, taking on U.S. fighter Brendan Allen. Muniz a minus 225 favorite in this one. Allen the plus 190 underdog. At home. Nice. Yes, cheers. Oh, now I know you have a pool table. You're not far from me. I might have to make it over to Allen and might have to make it over to Allen, Washington, and still a few rounds on your pool table. All right, official decision here. This should be Captain Obvious. I have a pool table. It's a little warped, though, unfortunately.
And now for the official decision, brought to you by Proper Number 12 Irish Whiskey. Here's Bruce.
All right, Bruce Buffer with the decision.
We go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All three judges score this contest 30-27 for the winner by unanimous.
Yeah, no brainer there. All right, congratulations, Wyatt. Spend your $80 wisely, or $70. And you'll probably have a little more cash to add to that tomorrow after Jake Paul knocks out Tommy Fury.
You've been in here with some of the best people in the world, you know, and got some mixed results. So how good did it feel to come in here and get that victory tonight?
Sakai snapping a 4-fight losing streak here. Good time for all. Nice. Oh yeah, I love pool, man. I've been watching a lot of pool videos, actually. Man, it's addicting. I thought it was kind of dumb at first to watch people play pool, but then I started watching some of them on YouTube, and I look up and it's like, man, it's been an hour. I thought I was watching 15 minutes.
Man, these past 2 years have been so tough in my life, and everyone that's been around me, they know how much I fought, and I know that 4 straight losses, I deserve to be here tonight. I deserve this win, and I want to thank the UFC. I want to thank everyone for not letting me go, Mick, Dana, but for believing in me, and oh, Lord God.
Well, it is a very emotional
Well,
journey.
smart move by Augusta Sakai to thank Dana White for keeping him around, because, yeah, I'm a bit surprised that he hadn't been cut after losing 4 in a row. I don't know what his paycheck says, but I have a feeling if it said much more than what it does, he wouldn't have been. And 5 fights in a row would have been hard to justify keeping him around. Although the heavyweight division, of course, I mean, it's still pretty shallow, especially now that we've lost Francis Ngannou. Let's bring up the heavyweight division while we're talking about it, and see, where does Augusta fit in here? Obviously, he's not in title contention or anything like that, with going 1-4 in his last 5. All right, here we go. Heavyweight, you got Blago Ivanov at the bottom, Hamilton Almeida. I gotta think Ivanov, he's probably close to getting cut as well. What's up, Crusher Chimu? Good to see you, my man. Chris Dawkins at 12. Derek Lewis coming off another loss at 11. Man, he's been on a tough. He's been having a tough time. Marcin Tybura there at number 10. Jairzinho Rosenstruck at 9. So Augusto not in the top 15 anymore. I don't think he has been for a while. He lost so many fights. Alexander Volkov at 8. So Sergey Spivak at 7. Aspinall at 6. Tai Tuivasa at 5. Fight that just got made, guys. Number 4's fighting number 3. Curtis Blades just announced he'll be fighting Sergey Pavlovich next. That's a great fight. I believe Sergey's a bit of a favorite. The odds are very close in that one. I really like the way Curtis matches up with Sergey, though. I think he'll be able to stand with him long enough to get the fight to the ground. I think he'll fight a smart fight and drag him down, though. I really like that matchup for Curtis. I know Pavlovich is on a tear right now, but I think Curtis can take it. Then, of course, you got one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, former champion Stipe Miocic, still sitting at number 2. Cyril Gane at number 1, but this does not have John Jones on there because he's been out for so long. But, of course, John Jones will be fighting Cyril Gane next Saturday, guys. It's really here. It's just a week away. And I'm very excited about that. Actually, while we're here, let's look again at next week. 10:39 Sunday morning here. Oh man, it is late for you. Well, I don't know what time it'll be. It'll be at 1 p.m. Pacific. But tomorrow, Jake Paul and Tommy Fury will be fighting. We'll be live for that one. So that might be at a better time for you. Of course, so actually 10:39 is probably a pretty good time for you, I guess. But Sunday morning. All right, let's go to tomorrow's card. Let's start off with the prelims because this is a pretty stacked card. They really even stacked the prelims pretty well for these pay-per-views now. Smart on their part because you want to give people good fights before you tell them to buy their pay-per-view. Jessica Pena returning against Tabitha Ricci. Man, she's I'm a little surprised by the odds on that. She's a pretty big underdog here against Brazil's Tabitha Ricci. Ricci a minus 230. Ever tell you your name sounds like a samurai to me? Are you Samurai Kurusu? All right, Ian Gary returning from Ireland at welterweight. A lot of hype behind him, taking on Song Keenan. Ian Gary, minus 490 favorite. I like Song Keenan, though. I'm not saying he's going to win that. I do like him as a fighter, though. I think Ian Gary, he's got a great ground game. Overall, I do think he is overrated, though. So I don't count Song Keenan out of that fight. I'm not saying I would bet on him even at plus 390, but I don't count him out. That's the early prelims. Going into the ESPN prelims, you got Julian Marquez and Marc-Andre Barriault. Open it up, Vivi Narejo and Amanda Hebus. I really like this fight. This is a good candidate for a fight of the night. Both of these women are absolutely savage. Number 8, number 15, Brazilian women's. I don't care about the rankings on that one. Both of these women are absolute killers. Blonde Brunson back. Derek Brunson against Dricus du Plessis. And look at that. Du Plessis out of South Africa. Huge favorite on that one. Minus 240. Then you got the return of No Love. Cody Garbrandt. And No Love's been no win for quite some time. Minus 170. Trevin Jones coming in at plus 145 out of Guam. I actually like Cody in this fight. No Love, kind of no chin here lately, though. So I don't know that I'd put money on him. I'm going to grab some more water here in just a second. But I get through this main event. Bo Nickel As I talked about it earlier, I think this is a good next logical step for him in the process. Jamie Pickett, I think he should get through that fight, but I think Jamie Pickett, he possesses some challenges for him. Friend of the show, and one of my good friends, Jalen Turner, returned to lightweight. Wow, what a tough matchup for him, though. Matisse Gamrot. Then Jeff Neal. He's got a tough draw, too, against Shavkat Rakhmonov. Rakhmonov, a minus 490 in this out of Kazakhstan. That's your 3 spot. Co-main event, Valentina Shevchenko defending against number 6 rated flyweight Alexa Grasso. I think Valentina wins this. I think she's the top pound-for-pound female on the planet. But I think Alexa is one of her toughest challenges. And then, of course, Cyril Gane against John Jones for the vacant heavyweight title. That'll be a fun one. I think we got to focus John Jones for Cyril to deal with, though. And I think that's going to be trouble for him. I really do. I think John Jones becomes the new heavyweight champion next week. I don't know that I'm confident enough to bet a lot of money. But you've seen how much trouble Tai Tuivasa gave Cyril Gane, and then Sergey Pavlovich came in and just torched him. That's more what I expected out of Gane against Tai Tuivasa. Nothing against Tai Tuivasa, but he's a little one-dimensional. And it got me thinking, it's like, man, one of two things. Either Cyril Gane, he wasn't on that night. He just wasn't on, or he underestimated Tuivasa a bit. Or he's not as good as technical striker as we thought he was. He was a great kickboxer. Doesn't always completely translate to MMA. I'm not saying he's not a really good fighter. He definitely is. Against John Jones, though, I think he's in trouble. Wow, how bad has inflation got when we're at 2 for $6 for a 10-piece nugget from Wendy's and a medium lemonade? Those were on the dollar menu like 2 years ago. Now they're a special for 2 for $6. That's a horrible deal. I didn't know you drift. So did Ken Block. Death hit you hard like it did me. I don't know who that is. That's crazy though. Got Valentina definitely. The bullet all day, says Robert. No, not really. I'm more into street drifting. Ken lived and died a good life. Oh, he also did that in his famous Gymkhana videos. Yeah, I'm not sure who that is, but I'll look into it. All right, main event up next. I'm going to refill the water cup, take a little pee break, and I will be right back. Hey there, Sassy Squatch. What's up, buddy? One more second here, guys. Hey, hon. Honey? All right, Andre Muniz getting in the cage, taking on Brendan Allen here in this makeshift main event. I'll watch him. Nakai Nakaruma is opinion best drifter. Yeah, I don't know about this world at all. Is this like a YouTube thing? All right, Brendan Allen, 3-fight win streak. Coming to us from Dana White Contender Series, Season 3, Week 4. What's up, Gold Raider Nation? Sir, I'm late. Hello, sir. Hey, no worries, man. You're just in time for the main event. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, expert Andre Muniz taking on Brendan Allen. And I'm going to take Muniz by submission. I'm going to even say he gets it done with an arm bar in the second round. How about that? What's up, Billy? Hey, Mike. How did you like chugging devices I sent you? Pretty sweet, man. I was just telling everybody I'm going to bring them out next week for UFC 285. Dude, that Eagle's out of control. My wife and daughter were cracking up. So it's downstairs right now, but Billy not only got me one of the koozies with the push button for the shotgun thing, he got me this big, it's this big eagle, and you put the beer in there, and you drink the beer out of the eagle's ass. I've never heard anything so American in my life. So like, Irish guy, Ned Dean, Carnage Carney. Yeah, I don't know about those guys. Yep, Billy in the house. What's up? All right, here he comes, Andre Muniz, submission specialist. And over a 2-1 favorite in tonight's fight. I didn't remember to message you, Billy. I was going to. Did you remember to make your verdict fantasy picks? I know I forgot last week. I almost forgot again this week. Frank Knapp had to remind me. Frank Knapp messaged me the week before. Wyatt had messaged me, but I missed the message. Like that movie Tokyo Drift. Really? What is this on, Robert? This sounds fun as hell.
His striking is obviously very good. Yeah, for sure. I mean, one look at the guy, you can see.
Dude, I will cover this shit. This sounds awesome. Where do I find these live events on? Send me the information for this. Can't believe Dana White letting Ryan Bader be on tough as assistant. Oh, he really? I didn't realize he's on there. I can't either. All right, Andre Muniz, 6 years older at 33. Brendan Allen, an inch taller at 6'2". Muniz, 3 inches, has a 3-inch reach advantage at 78 inches. Still don't know who to pick for this one. I think Muniz. All right, guys, from Las Vegas, Apex, via Seattle, Washington, it is the main event of the evening. Let's get it on. 3 rounds in the middleweight division. First out of the blue corner, representing Delray Beach, Florida, he is a plus 175 underdog. 4-0 as a UFC underdog. Wow. 20 wins against just 5 losses. The American Brendan All-In Allen. You can watch all of Jim Connor videos on YouTube as well. So they have like live streams of this. Dude, we'll do live streams of this shit. This sounds awesome. All right, and out of the red corner, a minus 350 favorite. 3-0 is a UFC favorite. 23 wins against 4 losses. Presenting the number 11th ranked middleweight in the world, Andre Muniz. One better placed $177,000 on Andre Muniz to win. Versus Brendan Allen, a win would pay out $177,000. So he bet $117,000 to win 60. That's a ballsy bet. I'm assuming he's got a lot more than $117,000 in his bank account, though. All right, Jason Herzog, the referee. Let's get it on. Good inside leg kick from Allen to kick things off. They're all required to wear tough shirts. And another Muniz, mostly check that one. Look at the left cauliflower ear on Muniz. That shows you he's spent some time on the mats. Front kick to the knee there from Muniz. For those that are interested, I think it's later tonight on Flow Grappling. There's a big match. Pena. Oh, big right hand from Allen. And good front kick to the body from Muniz. The last guy that Gordon Ryan fought. Gordon Ryan's out. There's a replacement against Pena, but I believe that's later tonight. I'll be at a concert as soon as this is over. Good front kick to the knee there from Muniz. And actually talked the wife into going with me this time because she found out about 6 of her girlfriends are going to be there. So I'm going to be surrounded by middle-aged women tonight. Good left hook there from Muniz. Big right hand from Allen right on the chin. Another one, too. Right hook from Muniz, but Brendan Allen doing well for himself on the feet. As you mentioned, he's 4-0 as an underdog. Might be time they stop making him the underdog. Big right hand there from Allen. I can't imagine the nerves the guy that bet $117,000 on Muniz must have right now. Good combination there from Andre. And nice inside leg kick there from Muniz. Allen just giving him that psycho smile he always has. Good one, too, there from Allen. Spinning body kick lands from Muniz. Oh, nice right hand right on the chin from Allen. Muniz 3-0 as a favorite. Allen 4-0 as an underdog. Somebody's O's got to go tonight halfway through the first round. Oh, great body kick there from Allen. Oh, left hook and a right hand from Muniz. Another good inside leg kick there from Allen. I got Allen winning this first round so far, though. He's outstriking the favorite Muniz. And lands another right hand right on the chin. 1-2 right down the pipe. Front kick to the knee from Muniz. Oh, what a right hook from Muniz, though. That was thunderous. And a 1-2 from Allen. These guys are banging. I can't believe Muniz hasn't dragged this down to the ground yet, or at least even tried to. Straight right up top, body kick combo from Allen. Muniz answers the body kick. We're going to, it's called an Altered 90s. It's a bunch of cover bands here in Everett, but they're doing all 90s alternative music. So Stone Temple Pilots, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam. It's at Tony V's Salon in Everett. If any of you are close to Everett or ever in Washington, let me know. Tony V's they have live comedy every Thursday night. They have live concerts every single week. Incredible venue. Good right hook there from Muniz. Right hook to the body and a right hand upstairs there from Allen. This is a very close first round right now. Good body kick from Muniz. Looks like we're going to have... Is that a low blow?
Appears to be okay, but he'll have some time to recover.
Oh no, it's a...
Scrape down after throwing a left kick.
It's a poke to the eyes.
Ow! My eye! Ow! Ow! Ow!
Wow, and here I was thinking we're about to watch a jiu-jitsu match. Sorry, Greg. I was just telling everybody it was on. I don't have Flow Grappling anymore right now. They were charging me $30 a month, and I was only watching like a couple events a year. Good one, too, there from Allen. Front kick to the body from Allen. 22 seconds left in this first round. Straight right lands for Brennan, and another. Brendan Allen coming off his break on fire. Good exchange there. Spin kick to the body lands for Brendan. Oh, and the Superman punch for Brendan Allen. There's a combination from Muniz. But I believe Allen outstruck Muniz in that first round. 10-9, Brendan Allen. Y'all have a good night. I got to go to a job interview. Hey, good luck, man. Sounds fun, Mike. Hope you have a good time. Thank you. I'm sure I will. The wife never wants to go to concerts with me. She really didn't want to go to this one when I told her when it was first coming out, because she's not a big fan of like the grunge alternative movement. She wasn't when that music was coming out. But I talked her into it. Then she found out, like I said, about 6 of her girlfriends are going to be there because they're all fans. Now she's excited. So she wasn't excited about going with me, but the girlfriends are there. Just my luck, I'll be surrounded by women and my wife's there. All right, round 2, here we go. Three-round main event after the 5-round main event was canceled. Good body kick there from Allen. Once again, big body kick from Muniz. Nikita Krylov had a foodborne illness, so like food poisoning. Had to go to the hospital. He's having some dehydration problems as well. A big left hook and a right hand head kick on top of it for Andre Muniz. Great combination. And then the jab and the right hook for Allen. These guys are fighting like they're in a main event. That's for sure. Good left hook to the body from Allen. Body kick from Muniz. So the main event was canceled. Oh, big left and a right hook for Muniz. Muniz striking much better this round. I cannot believe he's not trying to drag us to the ground, though. Very surprising. 4 minutes left in the second. Oh, good combination there from Muniz. Allen with an ill-advised spinning elbow attempt. He was too far out. Got countered. Good right hand and a left hook combo from Muniz. Muniz having a much better round. Great adjustments in between rounds. I don't know if his corner seen something or he just adjusted to Allen's striking, but he looks much better. Good 1-2 there from Muniz. And the inside leg kick. Oh, good exchange. Both guys landed big shots. Oh, big body shots and the right hook upstairs for Allen. And you see significant strikes, almost even now. Oh, big leg kick there from Allen. And Muniz gives him a smile. That was that you got me smile. Big right hook there from Allen. And a bomb from Muniz, though. Another right from Allen. And now Muniz shoots for the takedown. Great takedown defense, though, from Brendan Allen. That was not even close. Oh, Muniz, great hip placement, drags him to the ground, but Allen rolls him and ends up on top. I have a feeling Muniz is still happy to get this to the ground any way he can. But great reversal, though, by Allen to end up on top, and I wouldn't be surprised if Allen just looks for a chance to stand up here and get this back to his feet. And I think Muniz realized Allen's wants up and locks his arms around him. So he's got the open guard here, but he's locked his arms around his shoulders and around his head to hold him down here. 2 minutes left in the second. He's not making any attempts here, though. And Allen landed some ground and pound. Nice right elbow and the left hook on the ground here. I thought Muniz was winning this round, actually, though, before this takedown. Allen ends up on top. That doesn't look good for Muniz. And then Allen's landing the shots here from the top. If Muniz can't get something going here, I think he's about to go down 2-0. Good shots to the body there from Allen to stay busy. Oh, good elbow from Allen. And a good right hook to the body from Allen. You know, I didn't realize that Brendan Allen was 4-0 as an underdog. But if he goes 5-0 as an underdog, I mean, I'm going to have to bet on him as the underdog next time, no matter who he goes against. And look at this. Brendan Allen moves to side control. He's now got a head and arm, lands a shoulder strike. You can still get Allen for plus 175. Take my fucking money. That to me seems like a dumb bet not to take. Because I don't see how one wouldn't think that Allen's about to go up 2-0. Good right hook and a short elbow for Brendan. And that slices open the right eye of Muniz. Glad I ended up picking Allen. Oh, I picked Muniz. So I think I'm going to lose this one. Oh, good. Shot to the body, shot to the head. Yeah, hurry up, put that live money on Allen, and I think you're cashing in. All right, round 3 coming up. One more round of this thing ending early. Just $5 in the tip jar. Let's see if we can move that up for the night. Let's see if we can get 20 bucks in there for the night. Buy me a drink tonight. Well, thank you, Wyatt. This is the nice stream deck that Billy bought me. It's got some pretty cool stuff on there. It's got the Rain's money when somebody donates. All right, round 3. Here we go. No, and it's very convenient. Instead of leaning forward and constantly be playing with the mouse, I just got a button here for my timer now. Yeah, it makes everything much, much easier. I'm just so damn blind that it... sometimes I have to lean forward to read my buttons. All right, here we go. Third and final round of this main event. Brendan Allen and Andre Muniz. I have Brendan up 2018 after 2. I thought he won the first round fairly convincingly. I thought he won the second round more convincingly. Good outside leg kick there from Muniz. Oh, great combination, body and head there from Muniz, though. Good 4-punch combination. Inside leg kick there from Allen. And a good left hook up top. And Brendan can't rest on his laurels, though. It's hard to say how all these judges scored the first round. I think it's pretty safe to say that Brendan won the second. Oh, good combination there from Muniz up top. Nice right hook to the body and a right upstairs for Brendan. Oh, good 1-2 from Muniz. Muniz going for it all with that front head kick, but misses. .320 left in the third. Good front kick to the knee there from Muniz. Oh, nice right hand from Muniz. And Roberts got it tied at 19-19. You must have given Muniz the first. Looks like a little slip there from Allen. Oh, that might have been a clash of heads. Oh, good right hand right on the temple from Andre. And a good inside leg kick from Muniz. Oh, big right hand from Allen right on the chin. And a good right hook from Muniz. Left hand, Allen. Muniz coming back with a combination. Muniz had to have been pretty dejected the last round, though, when he finally starts to drag Allen to the ground. Allen reverses it and ends up on top and pounds him out, or pounds out the round. Oh, big combination there from Muniz up top and out, but Allen catches a leg kick. What a slam from Brendan Allen. Wow. Right into side control. That might have knocked the wind out of Muniz too. I've been thrown like that by a throw called Tayatoshi. It's the one that Ronda Rousey used to like to do, where she throws people under the leg and it lands on him. When that knocks the wind out of you, like that might have just done to Muniz, man, it is it's pretty debilitating. It's like Brennan's gonna take this. I think so. Don't forget the boxing super fight of the century. Tony Fumbles versus Fake Paul. No, we're doing that tomorrow. Don't worry. Oh, Brendan Allen going for a head and arm choke here. Brendan Allen on top with the hooks. Imagine if Brendan Allen was to get a submission here. He's got hooks in. Andre Muniz fighting this choke. Pushing up on that elbow. He's safe so far. Good ground and pound here, though, from Brendan, though. Brendan has to switch to the other arm here. Allen doing a good job of defending this, but everybody expected, I think, Muniz to be the one to be threatening submissions in this. And more big shots from Brendan Allen. Is he under the neck? He's close. And there is the tap. Are you kidding me? Brendan Allen choking out Andre Muniz. Who called that one? Wow. I don't think anybody called that one. It was just crickets on that one. Wow. And I do think that slam might have knocked the wind out of Muniz. I'd like to hear what he said about that. But wow, what a choke out there. Yeah. I knew Brendan Allen had a good chance to win this one. I really did not see him choking out Andre Muniz. What a huge win for Brendan Allen. And he's got to be ranked after that. Muniz was ranked number 11. Allen now 5-0 as an underdog. I don't know that there's another fighter in the UFC that's 5-0 as an underdog. Lost another pick. I only got one pick tonight. Oh, damn. That sucks, Robert. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I lost that one because I picked Muniz. I think I got all the other ones. All right, I'm back again. Hopefully for good this time. What's up, Phil? Well, it's all over. Phil's here. But it's all over. All right, guys. Thanks for showing up for another great event. We'll hang out for a minute and give Brendan Allen his due. Listen to his interview. Damn, missed it by one round. Had Allen for sub in the third. Oh, you're still going to get some XP for that. I think you're still going to get half your XP for picking the method. And then I think that's how it works. Wyatt probably knows a little better than me. I think you're going to get half of your bonus, though, for picking the method. And then the other half would have been on the round. Not positive on that. Oh, you pick second. Yeah, because it did happen in the third.
Brendan Allen getting it done one final time this evening.
These kids, Phil.
At 4 minutes, 25 seconds of round number 3. Declared the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, Brendan Allen.
You picked Brendan Allen by submission, though. How ballsy pick, Greg. Damn. 4:25 of the third round. Brendan Allen by rear naked choke. What was the XP times on that one? Hey, thank you, Josh. Appreciate you.
On a short notice main event.
That's a 4-fight win streak for Brendan Allen, moving to 21-5.
I had so many people sending me so much like hate stuff and you're gonna lose and this and that. To all the people that supported me, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. To everyone that doubted me, 2 things is I'm laughing to the bank, baby.
Well, exactly. You are laughing to the bank. Now, listen, when you look at Muniz, I mean, he's very, very dangerous on the ground. So how satisfying is it to take him down, beat him at his own game, and choke him out with a rear naked choke?
Well, I knew he was going to try to take me down, so I wanted to stuff to show him I could stuff. And reverse when he did take me down.
The guys look great in his last few fights, so I had to go with him as an underdog. Dude, good pick, Greg.
I told you. My boy Tuco told me I would get the submission victory. I didn't believe him. I thought I was going to TKO him, but I'm very blessed that Andre took the fight. He's such a great competitor, such a great person. He's got 2 kids just like me. So much respect to that guy. Thank you so much.
As I said, this was a short notice main event. You were the co-main event. Mentally backstage when you found that out, I mean, how did that feel? What did that change, or was it just business as usual?
Well, I started my sports psychologist for the last fight with Jocko. That helps a lot. But I just wanted my $25K bonus for that main event. And we need to run back new posters because I need my face on that. And man,
smart man, Brendan.
Louisiana, baby.
Says, give me that $25K for being the main event and put my face on that poster.
Let's go. One last question.
Allen by submission was plus 900.
You're looking slick. You just
Damn, too bad you wouldn't have put money on that, Greg.
Who do you want next?
Oh man, you know I'm trying to fight everybody in this witch. But for me, it's either I want to run it with Sean Strickland, let's run that back. Chris Curtis, let's run that back. And if none of those 2 work, let's go Jack Hermanson. We've been supposed to run it for a couple times. Let's officially run that. Or Drickus Duplessis, no matter what happens next weekend, you're
wow.
Still let's get this shit.
Well, Brendan, congratulations.
Wow, he called out a lot of big names there. Nobody calls out Drickus Duplessis, though. Brendan Allen's the first guy I've ever heard call out Drickus Duplessis. Of course, Dricus is fighting Derek Brunson tomorrow. He's over a 2-1 favorite against Brunson. But yeah, that was smart. Smart man, Greg, yes, and smart smart call by Brendan there. Look at the big brains on Brendan going for the $25K extra for the main event. And to get his face on that poster, he wants that memorabilia. All right, guys. Like I said, tomorrow, Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. What is the count? It is 12, about 18 hours. Tommy Fury's career has about 18 hours left. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, Tommy, because tomorrow you're going to be crying like a little baby when Jake Paul knocks you out and we all get to say,
You got knocked the fuck out!
And with that, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for the donations. Appreciate you all as always. Thanks everybody playing Verdict MMA with us. Just makes it that much funner. Gives us something else to talk about. Thanks Wyatt for setting that up for us. He's the one who told me about the Verdict MMA. Oh, Greg Brimstone with the $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Thanks for calling the fights, man. Awesome as usual.
I gotta know what a $5 shake tastes like.
I'm rich, biatch!
All right. See you tomorrow, guys. And got to change the tips to $10. Thanks to Greg. And as always, I love you, I respect you, and I'll see your fine asses tomorrow.